Hello, Silver community. It's Sterling Cannabis with you once again. And today I want to talk about the silver that I am most emotionally tied to, aka my favorite silver. So I stack constitutional for end of the world situations and such, governmental takeover, blah, 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 blah. But I like the constitutional silver. It's very rarely faked unless it is a numismatic piece, and I don't do that. 90% silver, the felony for copying it, it's safer silver. But I also pour silver. And so I have grown an attachment, a fondness for other people in the community that pour silver. I want to have samples of their work. I've only got a few. I'm starting to work on it, but the few that I have are very important to me. Now, the most pours I have by any one person are from Silver Dragons. But I learned about him, more than a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, and started buying his silver and his silver pour parties and stuff. And I got a bunch of them. Got too many of them, really, because there's a whole bunch of other artists out there that I want to appreciate stuff from. But I do have a few pieces from him that are exceptionally important to me. My puppy. She'll be 2 years old in just a couple of weeks here. But when I brought her home, I had Dragons pour this wolf baying at the moon pour. It is 3.2 ounces, and it has Athena's name stamped on it. This coin right here, this round, this massive piece of silver, I have an emotional attachment to because I got it to commemorate my puppy coming to live with me. This one here, it represents a number of pours that I have that were gifted to me by my son. It's Monarch Precious Metals. Now, it's a machine pour, 2 ounces, but they are cool. And my son, who understands precious metals very similar to the way I do, gifted this to me. Birthday, Father's Day, I'm not really sure. I think this was birthday, but it's beautiful. I love it. This piece here, this fabulous, fabulous cross by the Silver Damsel. When she started pouring stuff last summer, we were talking an awful lot. She liked the pours I was doing and how I was doing things a little offbeat, maybe. She got a little offbeat. She took a piece of firewood and a chisel and a hammer, carved out a cross into it, and poured it. Then she donated this to the auction that we ran last August 1st to raise funds for Dean Lorman's artificial leg and wheelchair. Then in the auction, I had talked about it. I actually had it here, and I was showing it here. My very good friend, America Silver Patriot, won it in the auction and then gifted it to me. Oh my goodness. 3 birds with 1 stone. My good friend, the Silver Damsel, who poured this beautiful piece of artwork. My good friend America's Silver Patriot gifted this wonderful piece to me, and we raised some money for my good friend Dean Lorman, who is now, these many months later, that artificial leg has become part of his daily life, and he's doing well and pouring silver and doing great. And then speaking of Dean, I have a couple of other pours of his, but I think you can see I've got 3 of these little bad boys, his tiny tigers. I absolutely adore these things. They're about 10 grams or so, not big, but the detail on them is gorgeous. Yeah, they're just a graphite mold pour, but I do a couple of graphite mold pours too. My tiny hearts and my tiny crosses. These things can be a booger to pour. And they come from a good friend of mine, and they're gorgeous, and everybody wants them. And yeah, those are definitely in my top 10. This stuff is basically no particular order here, really. I mean, these things all. This one here, this was a win from the Redneck Stacker. Redneck Metals, Redneck Scrapper, Canadian Red. Yep. He does a lot of sand casting. Look at the detail on this shield of Zelda. Just absolutely gorgeous. 0.8 ounces Troy. And I won this and he sent it to me. Absolutely fabulous. And Red does, oh, he's a prolific pourer if you don't know who he is. Check him out. And, every month, the first Sunday of every month, him and a group of people, the Redneck Metals group, do a big auction, and they auction off a whole bunch of stuff on the first Sunday of every month. I see Red and Ida Herring stream lots of mornings. I won this there. He sent it to me. I love it. Then we got silver ice cream cones, a term I believe coined by Yankee Stacking. And the Rat Stack out in Hawaii made one of these, sent it to Yankee. Oh, good while back. Early last summer, I believe. But at the time, Rat Stack and I were talking about doing a trade. I did a trade for him for another piece that I absolutely love. It's his recreation of the Arizona Memorial out there in Hawaii. And it's a cool looking piece, but he wanted something more from me. He said, how about if I do a silver ice cream cone for you? Well, at that time there was 3 of these in existence. The one that Rat has, the one that Yankee has, and the one that I have. I think there's been a couple more made since. But absolutely love that. And talk about a unique pour from a very good friend. Love it. Now we're on to things that are minted instead of poured. The very first purchase I made online of any size was from the Golden State Mint. And I bought some of their really pretty designs. Oh, the quality is a crop. I mean, so many of them had sharp edges on them and stuff. But they have some beautiful designs. And this one means a whole lot to me. Yeah. This is the Den of Thieves. Not federal, no reserves. And I have very little regard for the way the people that run this country deal with our finances. But this is kind of a motto that, having skills, developing a community, and stowing away some wealth. But this bar right here, this is my pocket piece. It has been in my wallet for 2 years. Now I have another one identical to this that was gifted to me by America Silver Patriot. And when I saw that thing, when he sent that to me, I knew him and I were kindred spirits. Then, it's a series, but it is the Ugandan nautical series. Who does not love a ship and a coin? These things are marked at 50 francs. I think that's what it is. They're not made in Rwanda. They're made somewhere in Europe. But beautiful, beautiful coins. This is the only premium series that I collect. I'm not looking forward to paying whatever it is they're going to be asking for one of these in a couple of months when they come out. I already got to pick up I do buy the African series from them as well for my grandson. And they're out, and I got to pick up one of those to send to him for his birthday present before they're gone. Then, there is another series that I've got. Government Bullion, but and I've only got a couple, but I've got one or two from the renditions of this. This is Mexican Bullion. These are the original onzas that are made from, right side up. There we go. Sterling silver. Gotta have them, right? They named them after me. And they're beautiful. I got 2 of them. I had 4 of them, but I gave 2 of them to my son. Back at his birthday or something. But absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got one of the full-on Libertas. These are the ones with the edge writing on it. Actually, I have, this is the only one I have of these. But this is my son-in-law's birth year coin. We didn't make ASEs that year. And then this one here is the modern 3/4 view of Libertas. But I won this one, I was gifted it, through a Secret Santa exchange that I was involved with this past Christmas. And this came to me from somebody that I had no exposure to, and I'm not sure that they actually have a YouTube exposure, but on Instagram I see a little bit of their stuff now and then. But they are a big collector of Libertas, and that's what they gave away. And then I've got 2 more things to show you. This one is interesting. 100 kroner. 100 crown. Yep, that is Joseph Stalin, my friends. I got this coin from somebody that I met in an auction. Don't even remember their name, but they are from Czechoslovakia, and I sent them a couple of Kennedys, and they sent me this coin and a couple of other coins. But I don't think that they were supposed to send this stuff out of the country. Because what I got from Czechoslovakia was 2 magazines in an envelope with the coins wrapped up inside of them. Time magazine, written in a language I can't understand, but I can tell this much. Both of them have articles in them about the Nephilim. And so I thought that was really, really cool. And I've kept them. And then I've got one more thing to show you. That, my friends, is something I find very, very special. And why? Because if you look on the back, it's a war nickel. I didn't clean it. It's obviously been cleaned. And you can see the wear on Monticello big time. But bright and shiny. Somebody cleaned it. But I decided that I would put this one in a cap and just keep it in its bright, shiny condition. But I love war nickels. It's constitutional silver. 35% silver. 1 3/4 grams of silver mixed with nickel. These things don't wear out. They really don't. You're going to keep your 1 3/4 of silver in there. And they're cheap. Nobody wants it. But it's silver. And so, I love it. But, my friends, you need this stuff. You don't need the Federal Reserve. You need the silver. People will trade you for whatever it is that you want for silver. They will. That's real money. It's just a short education coming up. Love you guys. Get you some silver. Peace out.